Have you ever wondered why women's art, particularly in the literary world, is often dismissed as less significant? It's a question that's been echoing through the corridors of literature for decades, yet it's a question that still begs for answers. Enter Robina Lee, the author of The Idea of You, who found herself swimming against the tide when her work was quickly dismissed as mere fan fiction. Her book, focusing on a woman's midlife sexual awakening, was labelled as fluff. But Lee challenges this dismissal, arguing against the undervaluing of art created by women and for women. She emphasises that just because a work of art resonates primarily with women, it does not make it any less complex or important. She points out the unequal treatment of works by women and men in the literary world, a bias that often relegates women's art to the sidelines. Lee's novel, in fact, is far from being a fluffy piece of work. It delves into themes of agency, ambition, love, aging, and human connection. It challenges us to reconsider our perceptions of women's art, to see beyond the surface-level labels. Is it fair to label a work as fluff simply because it delves into the unexplored territory of a woman's midlife sexual awakening? Imagine writing a novel, pouring your heart and soul into it, only to have it dismissed as fan fiction. This was the reality faced by the author of The Idea of You. The journey of crafting this novel was no less than a roller coaster ride full of highs and lows. The author poured her thoughts, explorations, and life experiences into the book, creating a narrative that was as complex and intricate as life itself. It was a story of a woman's midlife awakening, a narrative that touched upon themes of agency, ambition, love, aging, and the profound connections we make in our lives. It was a story that was deeply personal and universal all at once. However, the literary world was quick to label it as fluff, dismissing it as mere fan fiction. The artistry in the book, the depth of the characters, the nuance in the narrative, all were overlooked merely because the story revolved around a woman's life. This is not an uncommon occurrence in the world of literature, where works by women, about women, are frequently devalued and dismissed. But the author didn't let this deter her. She stood by her work, defending the complexity and importance of her novel. She highlighted the unequal treatment of works by women and men in the literary world, challenging the notion that stories centered around women's experiences are somehow less significant. Through her journey, the author of The Idea of You has shown us that women's stories are not just fluff. They are narratives of strength, resilience, and complexity, narratives that deserve to be told and heard. Her work is a testament to the depth and richness of women's experiences and a challenge to those who dismiss them as insignificant. So, if we peel back the layers of preconceived notions, what do we find in women's art? More often than not, we encounter a rich tapestry of narratives, experiences, and insights that society has, unfortunately, overlooked or dismissed. It's a travesty, really, because women's art, be it literature, visual art, music, or any other form, offers a unique lens through which we can view and understand the world. Take, for instance, the author of The Idea of You. Her work was labelled as fluff and dismissed as mere fan fiction, simply because it focused on a woman's midlife sexual awakening. But isn't that a valid, even crucial aspect of human experience? Why should it be belittled just because it's a woman's story told by a woman and for women? There's a prevailing trend in the literary world, and in the broader realm of art, to undervalue works created by women and marketed towards women. This unequal treatment is not only unjust, but it also robs us of the opportunity to engage with diverse narratives and perspectives. The author of The Idea of You was not simply writing a romance novel. She was delving into themes of agency, ambition, love, aging, and human connection. These are profound themes that resonate with us all, regardless of our gender. So why should her work be considered any less significant than that of a male author? We need to start seeing women's art not as a niche category, but as an integral part of the broader artistic landscape. We need to appreciate it for what it is, a reflection of half the world's population, with all its complexities, joys, struggles, and triumphs. It's time to challenge our own perceptions and give women's art the recognition it deserves.